Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Nacho here, and welcome back to Beast Mode Classes. This is going to be episode number 5, and today I'm going to be going over my personal favorite Man of War class in the game Black Ops 3. So for those of you that have been playing the game, since launch, or, for a pretty long time, I would say since last year, most of you know that the Man of War is probably one of the better weapons in the game. A lot of people use it. It's a pretty high damage, slow rate of fire assault rifle. A lot of people can make really basic classes and make a really good Man of War class, but I've never really seen anybody use the class that I use, and I always get asked questions on why I use the stuff that I use on it. So I figured it'd be a perfect opportunity to showcase it with you guys in this episode. And I just also want to mention that the gameplay for this video is absolutely insane. The final score is 50-2. It is a fucking ridiculous gameplay, so I do recommend you guys actually watch the gameplay that I threw in the background. I am using the Diamond Man of War, which I will talk about a little bit later in the video, but let's just get into the class and what I'm using. So starting off, the first attachment that I'm going to be using in my Man of War class is the Elo sight. The reason I use the Elo sight is because it's actually my personal favorite sight for the Man of War. It's not my favorite sight in the game overall, but it has less potential to block your screen. Now what I mean by that is, when you're using the reflex, you're using a Varix sight, you're using all these different kinds of sights, they all have this sort of outer ring on the outside that kind of blocks your field of view when you're scoped in. The Elo sight is the one that has the least, blocked, if that makes any sense. It just doesn't have any peripheral vision block while you're aiming down sights, which is really something that you need to be aware of while you're playing the game. Moving on, the next attachment that I use is quick draw. After that I have stock, and after that I have rapid fire. And I know what you guys are thinking, all those on an assault rifle? Yes. I know it seems kind of a little bit crazy to be throwing a lot of attachments onto a gun, and so many people usually run secondaries, so many people running a lot of perks, your stuns, your flashes, and all that kind of jibber jabber. But honestly, if you use this class, if you use the Elo sight, quick draw, stock, and rapid fire, the Man of War honestly becomes such an unrealistic gun. It is absolutely ridiculous. If this gameplay is not a testament for how good this class is, trust me, this 50-2 isn't the only good score I get with this gun. When I want to get a good score in Call of Duty, this is the class I bring out. This class is a freaking melt machine class. Basically, the reason I use quick draw, stock, and rapid fire is because, like you guys have heard before, I like stockpiling things that help one another for the class. So the reason I use quick draw, rapid fire, well, they go hand in hand. Rapid fire brings out the slow, or one of the weaknesses of the Man of War, basically being that it has a slow rate of fire. The rapid fire basically makes it shoot almost it seems twice as fast, to be honest. I believe it's not twice as fast, but when you're in the game, you'll notice a significant difference in how fast you're killing people, and it's pretty ridiculous. It's like you're just melting everybody. Quick draw is just going to help you get the jump on some people, and the funny thing is about this class is very cheesy in the sense where, somebody can shoot you first, and because you have quick draw, because you have rapid fire, because you have stock, you can usually turn on people and, just spray them in their face and kill them. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is one of the fastest killing weapons with this class in Black Ops 3 that I've come to find. I don't really use this class too often anymore because it is a little bit too try-hardy for my opinion. But if you guys are looking to get some sort of high kill streaks, if you guys are trying to go on nuclear streaks, this is definitely a class I would try to utilize, or at least look into some sort of similar playstyle to what I'm doing in this video. I feel like this is a good point to mention in this video as well. I'm not even using high kill streaks in this match, which should even just show you guys even more the potential of this class. I'm only using, I believe it's the UAV, the dart, and maybe a hailstorm missile. Yeah. That should just go to show you guys, I wasn't running Raps, I wasn't running the Hater, and yet I still dropped to 50-2. Granted, the other team was not that good, but, you don't need to run high streaks in order to do good in Call of Duty. For those, a lot of people who are out there average players, if you're using this class and you run, let's say, a UAV, and you run a Hailstorm and a Cerberus, you should be able to consistently get your Cerberus. To a lot of people, a Cerberus is a high kill streak. A lot of people can't stay alive, 7, 8, 9 kills in a row, or build enough points up. So I honestly, out of all the classes I've recommended for you guys, if you guys have the Man of War maxed out, I would try, and if you don't, work towards getting it maxed out, because I believe rapid fire is the last attachment you actually unlock for it. But throw on all the attachments that I have, and trust me, you will start doing good. If you don't do good with this class, there's something wrong with you, honestly. So Moving on, if you guys noticed, I don't have a secondary on this class. For the most part, you guys know that I always like to run secondaries, being the black cell, because it helps build points. You know, you shoot down enemy UAVs, you shoot down enemy race, you shoot down enemy blah blah blah, you know? It just helps you get some points, it helps you get streaks. Well, the main point of this class is to be a slayer. You're not really trying to be a team player. I hate to say it sounds kind of douchebaggy to be honest, but this class is meant to just kill people. You just destroy, seek and destroy is actually a better way of saying it, I guess you could say. But that's why I don't have a black cell. There's no need for one. If you're running this class, I'm gonna hope you're not dying enough to give the other team UAVs and stuff. But you know, just try to build points off of getting kills. That's the main emphasis on this class. So my personal favorite kill streak setup when I'm running this class is the UAV, the hater, and the wraps. You know, depending on what game modes you're playing, it's obviously gonna be a little bit harder or easier to get that stuff. You know, obviously if you're playing Search and Destroy, do not run the hater and the wraps. I would recommend you did not do that. But wrapping it up, last but not least, for my last things in the class, I'm using the trip mine, afterburner, scavenger, and awareness. Awareness just so I can hear people coming up on me if they're trying to sneak up on me, since I am playing team deathmatch. Scavenger just helps me keep my ammo up for my man of war, and it replenishes my trip mines. Like I've said in previous videos, you're able to have 2 trip mines on the map at any time before they start despawning. So just throw a random trip mine when you spawn on the map, and I guarantee you'll get a kill like 5 out of 10 times. It's pretty crazy. When you throw a trip mine like in a random spot, literally like in the middle of a map, in the most random spot, it generally will get you a kill because people don't expect there to be a trip mine, so they'll walk right over it and bam, you get a free kill. Pretty cheap tactic, but you know, it really helps get score streaks easier. Afterburner, just to tie in hand with what I was using for the rest of the video. All my attachments on the Man of War are based around trying to kill as fast as possible, being, you know, a fast shooter, being able to just do everything fast, you know, quick draw, rapid fire, stock, all about movement, all about shooting fast, all about aiming fast. Afterburner just helps, you know, because you have that movement ability, you get it back a lot sooner. And the last thing I just want to talk about in this video, guys, was I finally did it. I actually have dark matter camo now, so a lot of the future beast mode classes episodes that you guys are going to be seeing is going to be featuring dark matter camouflage. I hope you guys are excited for that. It took me quite a while to grind for it. I went into hardcore and just started grinding headshots out like crazy. But I am thinking of a lot of different types of classes because I have been changing my classes now that I've been playing. I am around to like a level 240 now in this game, Prestige Master, so I have put a lot of time into this Call of Duty, a lot more than any other previous Call of Duty in at least the past 2 or 3 years. It's pretty crazy. But Black Ops 3 is a really fun game in my opinion. But hopefully you guys enjoy this class and you guys took the tips that I gave you earlier, you know, into consideration. If you guys like using the Man of War, definitely try out this class and let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on it, because man, the attachments, I promise you guys, they will not disappoint you. You know, I personally just use the Elo sight because since you do put the rapid fire on the Man of War, I forgot to mention this, it does increase the recoil, and I feel like the Elo gives you the least amount of recoil. I do know that there's that attachment hack where like the Verix and I think, what is it, the Recon sight give you like no recoil now, or the holographic sight, whatever the hell it is. They basically have like no recoil now. But just because something gives you no recoil, like I personally don't think the Verix sight is very practical for most people. So I definitely would stick with the Elo sight. But I'm just rambling at this point. So if you guys want to see more beast mode classes, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you, that's basically it. My name is Papa Nacho TV. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the sloppy ending, but give the video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Nacho Nation.